In this video, we'll be sewing the Algarve top from Itch to Stitch, a unique and creative take on the simple T pattern. We'll be creating a lined yoke, gathering along the front bodice, and a simple fold and sew hem for the sleeves and the main bottom edges. For all of my seams and top stitching, I'm using my regular sewing machine and a narrow zigzag stitch with a 0.5 width and 2.5 length. For the hems, I've chosen a wider zigzag of 3 millimeters width and length. This is a pattern you'll want to make a few versions of, so let's get going. For the front yoke pattern piece, you're going to be cutting two pieces, one the full length of the pattern piece and one piece shortened at one side, as directed on the pattern piece. For the shortened front yoke piece, apply interfacing to the wrong side. For the remaining front facing piece, apply knit stay tape to the wrong side, right along the neckline. Repeat this process for your back yoke pieces, applying your interfacing to the shorter of the two pieces, and then knit stay tape to the wrong side of the longer piece along the neckline. Place the interfaced front and back yoke pieces right sides together along the shoulders. Pin from the outside edge to the dots transferred from the pattern piece. Then we'll sew from the outside edge to the dot, stopping at the dot with a back stitch, then pressing the seam open. Repeat the exact same process for the uninterfaced front and back set. Sew these shoulder sections from the side edge to the dot, backstitching to secure, and press the seams open. Now we'll place these sewn sets right sides together and pin along the neckline. Then we can sew all around the neckline, pivoting at the small circles we stitched to earlier with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Now we're going to understitch. We're going to turn the interfaced yoke over its seam allowance, then sew the interfaced yoke to its seam allowance underneath with about 1/8 inch seam allowance. We're going to be doing this stopping 1 inch away from the dots on both sides for both sides of the yoke. Then we can turn this yoke right side out and give that neckline a good press. Now with this neckline pressed and these pieces wrong sides together, pin together the bottom edges. Then we can baste those edges together within the seam allowance. Here is the top edge of my front bodice piece. We're going to sew basting stitches from one notch all the way across to the opposite notch within the seam allowance, the longest stitch length. Leave thread tails on both ends so you have threads to pull for gathering. Now we can pull those threads together. Once the gathering on the front bodice matches the length of the front yoke, we're going to pin these pieces together, placing that longer uninterfaced yoke right sides together with the bodice. Now that I have my yoke pinned right sides together to the front bodice, I'm going to sew straight across with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. And I'll sew with a gathered side facing me so I can keep an eye on those gathers to make sure everything stitches up even. So here is my front bodice attached to the front yoke. Now we'll attach the back bodice to the back yoke in the same way, placing them right sides together, aligning the bottom edge of the yoke with the top edge of the bodice and pinning in place straight across. Making sure once again you're pinning that uninterfaced side to the front bodice. Now that that's pinned, I'll sew straight across with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Press the seams for the front and back yokes down toward their respective bodice pieces. Then place your front and back pieces right sides together along the side seams and pin in place. Then we'll sew both side seams from the underarm to the bottom of the garment with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. You can choose to press the seams open or finish the raw edges and press them toward the back. To hem the bottom edge of the garment, we're going to press the raw edge to the wrong side by about 3/4 of an inch. Then you can use your twin needle, a cover stitch machine, or a simple zigzag stitch right along the upper inner edge to hem in place. We're going to hem the bottoms of the sleeves in the exact same way, pressing that hem to the wrong side by about 3/4 of an inch all the way around and then edge stitching in place in your preferred method. And now your top is complete. Thank you for watching this sew along. Enjoy your new tee, and I'll see you next time for the next video tutorial.